Welcome to video 6, our last video series of our core back immersion therapy utilizing circuit lunge. And in this video, it's our last free 6-part video series. We are going to target our hip adductors and our glutes on how these muscles help support our pelvic floor and how there's a connection of improved hip mobility to help decrease the tension on our pelvic floor, why it's being overused, overstrained, and as well as getting hypertonic because it's trying to grab our pelvic floor when you don't have that gluteal strength, as well as hip adductors, the mirror of our pelvic floor. Do you know that the stronger your glutes, the stronger your pelvic floor? However, if you're overriding these glutes muscles by clenching, that's not how we strengthen our pelvic floor and how to keep the mobility, flexibility, the connection, the correlation of our hip mobility, strength, flexibility that will help the pelvic floor to be more functional instead of grabbing on underneath us like a basin, that hammock-like structure that holds everything. So in this video, we'll be utilizing some elastic band that is also part of the Circuit Elite, the bungee cord, the massager or slash bar. There's also a black strong band that's really very strong that will help us build our glute strength in standing, our hip adductors, plus our circuit. We don't want to miss out on our circuit. Circuit is the key. It's an ab roller, but very versatile. You can place it inside to do the connection, targeting our hip adductors, targeting our obliques, our core muscles, and then you can switch it to the side and it's very efficient, user-friendly, not just a regular ab roller, because most ab roller is so unstable that hurts your wrists. So this is very user-friendly. It helps you strengthen your core safely and effectively if you're postpartum, perimenopause, or menopausal with a diastasis recti, leaky bladder, and pelvic pain during intimacy. So in this video, we're gonna start standing up first. Let's do some hip mobility drill first. If you missed the first 5 videos, don't worry, you can still access them down in the description below. All the videos from video 1 where we target baby steps. If this video is too difficult, always go back from video 1 where we use the ab roller. If you don't have roller, you can use your hands, just roll forward and back, side to side for video 2. Video 3, we started using the bungee cord more. Video 4, we combined everything. Video 5 is where we target our core muscles and strengthening our deep core using all the equipment combination, as well as the hip internal external rotation to help open the tightness of our pelvic floor and our hip joints. And today we're going to try to cover everything plus the standing exercises. So the standing has a lot more impact on our pelvic floor. If you think about it, when you're lying down, it's supported. You can use a foam roller to elevate it. When you're sitting, also, even though it's being stretched with the gravity, the seat helps support our pelvic floor. However, when you're standing, guess what? There's gravity pushing down to our pelvic floor. If you're weak, then there's no support. And then what will happen if there's weakness on your pelvic floor, the gravity is pushing it down. And if you don't have hip strength, then the gravity will further push down to your pelvic floor, and then the pelvic floor will tighten further. Then it's difficult to urinate. You might not be fully emptying. You're not opening your gates to pee naturally or to do bowel movements. That's why the stronger your butt, stronger your hips, stronger hip flexors, stronger hip abductors, then there's more stability, support. If you're standing too long doing your household chores, when you're walking for miles and miles, that's why SI joint dysfunction happens when there's instability on your pelvis, especially postpartum, when your hormones are still slowly coming together. And if you're breastfeeding, our estrogen drops, and if your estrogen drops, there's more inflammation. That's why we need to slowly build up the muscles without overstraining our pelvic floor or increasing the downward pressure. Okay, my friends, let's stand up now with feet apart, toes pointing slightly diagonal. Place your hands on your hips. We're going to start doing a breath work. As you breathe in, you expand your abdominal muscles. Exhale, zip it up to lift your pelvic floor. Breathe in, expand, exhale, zip it up. breath work. Breathe in, I'm expanding my abdominal muscles. Exhale, zip it up. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, zip it up. Now we're gonna do side to side lunge. You're gonna feel some groin stretch. If you have pain during intimacy or pelvic pressure, this is great to slowly stretch. As you breathe in, you slowly shift your body weight, and then when you reach to the side, you exhale, zip it up as much as you can to stretch those muscles. Exhale as you reach the end, feel that stretch, and then lift. Zip it up motion. Breathe in, back center. Exhale, switch to the other side. It's good to mobilize our hips before we start as we slowly progress. Breathe in, center. Exhale, switch. 4 more. Breathe in, breathe out. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, switch. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last set. Well done. Now we're gonna slowly bend your knees like a partial squats, not fully down, to warm up. It's like a goddess pose. You can place your toes out, pointing more to the side. You can see my toes out to the side, like this. And then reach to the heavens, and then pull your shoulders back to engage your upper back. Inhale down, slowly bend and reach up to the heavens. Improve your posture. Exhale up. There's a correlation of our poor posture awareness. If you're rounded forward shoulder posture, it creates a downward pressure to our pelvic floor. Breathe in. As you reach, look up if you like. As you bend slightly, exhale, look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4 more, my friends. I'm really squeezing my upper back and my traps, as well as my lats. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more, my friends. Reach over, look up. Last one. Well done. Now we're gonna do some side to side lunge. Forward lunge, as you slowly lower the back knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze your core in as you zip up. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you exert. Breathe in, breathe out. 4 more. Feel that lovely stretch on your quads and hip flexors. 2 more. Last one. Well done. Now switch to the other side. Toes pointing to the left. The back leg pointing as well. As you breathe in, keep your posture straight. Pelvis square. Breathe in. Breathe out. Zip it up. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now I'm going to use this black resistance as part of the Circuit Elite. I'm going to place my feet inside and then all the way around my shoulders like this. I'm just going to do some squats using the band as a resistance. You're going to step on it. So you're going to feel pressure and resistance. And wrap it around your shoulder. I'm gonna do side view so you can see. Feet apart. As you breathe in, breathe out. So it's around your shoulder. So it's really putting resistance. Keep your head straight. As you inhale. And I'm short, so if you're very tall, you can just hold it, step on it, and squat. Inhale, exhale, stand up straight. Breathe in. Slightly lean forward as much as you can. Toes slightly open. Diagonal. Breathe in as much as you can, full squat. Exhale, stand up straight. Squeezing your core in. Inhale. Exhale. I'm holding the black band, keeping it on my shoulder level. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. Down. Full range of motion if you can. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last one. Well done. Now we're gonna do good morning. So good morning targets our glutes as well. It's like hinging through your hips and forward. So you're gonna feel that stretch. So I'm planning to place it in front of me, and I'm gonna try to pretend I'm picking up something heavy in front of me. Feet apart, and then keep your back straight, core engaged, and then up. So I'm doing like a gentle eccentric control, hinging like a deadlift. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale as you go down, squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes as you get out. Breathe in, slow and steady, eccentric control, exhale up. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then you can play around with single leg deadlift by placing one foot back and then step one foot forward with the band, the heavy resistance black band, and then slightly bend your back knee and the front knee, soften your knee. Breathe in, breathe out, extend. So you're gonna target the leg where you have the band. You're gonna feel the burn on your glutes. Breathe in as you go down. Feel that stretch on your glutes. Exhale, extend. Inhale down, exhale. Breathe in as much as you can to hinge, keeping your back straight. Exhale, straighten up. 4 more. 3, 2. Ooh, feel the burn on your glutes. And 1. Now switch to the other side, stepping with my left foot now, forward on the band, and then the right foot back. Slightly soften your knees. As you breathe in, slowly go down, hinging through your hip on your left. Breathe in, breathe out, extend. Inhale. Slowly lean forward, keep your back straight. Exhale, zip it up. Breathe in, breathe out. Engage your upper back so you're not rounding it. See, my core is engaged, my back is straight as I lean forward, and keeping my back straight as I straighten up. 4 more. 3, 2, last one, and 1. Whew, lovely work. Okay, my friends, we're gonna go down to the floor, do some core workout using the circuit. Remember, the circuit is a great tool to strengthen your obliques, your core. So we're gonna recap everything we learned this week. And if you don't have this, you can just turn your body, even all fours like this and crawling to the side. You're already strengthening your obliques as well for absolute beginner. But for those who want a challenge, check out the link down below. Get the new year 20% discount until the end of the month. Any 20, get this link, get the 20% off. It has everything inside, from the massager, the bungee cord, the bar, the circuit, and elastic bands, and the heavy resistance black band. Okay, my friends. All fours position, we're beginners right now. Go at the edge of the mat. 1 foot over, keep your knees slightly bent, feet up. Keep your wrist straight, breathe in and breathe out as you twist to the side to target your obliques. Inhale, back center. Exhale, switch to the other side. Breathe in, breathe out. You're gonna feel this is the 6th video that is getting easier now to use circuit. Inhale, exhale. Slow and steady, we're not rushing. We're gonna feel the mind-body connection and control. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. You're gonna feel the burn on your shoulders, triceps, and your core, and the obliques. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Well done. Now we're gonna target the core more. This is so versatile, you can switch it around, lift the handlebar, and you can snap it real quick, and it's so easy to use. And that's it. You snap it fast, right? And it's nice to take a breather in between the workouts anyway. So snap it in. And you can hear a clicking sound that you know it's snapped when you hear that click. When you hear the click, it's together. And as I said, you can use the bungee cord or even this black band. The good thing about this, you can snap it like this to help you get the support you need. So I'm gonna place it around my ankle as a great challenge now. And then it will go around your thighs as you go all fours, because I'm a beginner. If you're a beginner, this is a great tool, this black resistance. And then you can further go out, down without problem. So, slightly lifting the back knee, feet, and I'm gonna resist forward and then back. And if it's too hard of resistance, you don't have enough strength, then you can lighten the load by using the bar to wrap it around, make it longer. So the good thing about this, you can make it, scoop it on the line. So now it's longer. When it's longer, then you can further go down. Now you have that support. Now I could go down and challenge myself. So as you go down, you have that black resistance to help you. Breathe in, breathe out. It's like having a pull-up bar with support. Inhale, exhale. Now I could go further down, further challenge my core. As I said, full plank is too much on the pelvic floor if you're leaking. But if you're not leaking anymore and you're getting stronger, then you can challenge by doing this. Breathe in, breathe out as you extend. 4 more. 3. Tired 2. Woo! It's usually upper body strength as well. Last one. Woo! Well done. Now, I'm gonna grab my bar and my bungee cord to strengthen my hips, my core muscles. That's the beauty about this device. It has everything you need. It's complete. Circuit Elite has everything. Check out on the description below. Access it. It's limited supply, so don't miss out on this discount code 20%, any 20 until the end of January. So don't miss out on this opportunity to get this device because it's nice to get some discount, right? Okay, my friends, now wrap this around. Great for beginners, especially for those who can't lift their legs up. So today, we're gonna need some support. I'm short, so I can loop as much as I can and loop. Because I'm short. So if you keep it long, if it's longer, it's almost like there's no support anyway. So we wanna make sure it could support your legs. Especially if you have weak core and if you have diastasis recti or a gap. You don't want downward pressure. So I loop it up. And now, starting with the tabletop position, knees bent to 90 degrees, bar overhead. See, now I have that gentle support to keep my legs up without straining our abdominal muscles and our pelvic floor. As you breathe in, breathe out, tap gently. Inhale as you go back tabletop, toes pointing away. Exhale, tap gently with your toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Slow and steady, try to tap further away from you to get that eccentric control of your hip flexors. Breathe in, breathe out. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2. And 1. Now we're gonna challenge with gentle extension. Extend one leg, alternating left and right. Keep your knees double tabletop and then extend one leg and then switch. Lengthening your tight hamstrings. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale as you bend, exhale as you extend. Keep those knees bent to 90. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now we're gonna do a gentle extension of one leg. So I'm extending my right leg, keeping the other bent to 90 degrees. If it's too much on your core, you can lower it down for support or lift your heel up for extra challenge. But for those who want to challenge further, keep it tabletop and then straight leg raise. Lift one leg up and then as you lift it up to 90 degrees, dorsiflex your ankle and then slowly go down for a deep stretch. Tippy toes as you reach down. Breathe in and breathe out, lift. Dorsiflex as you go down. Inhale, exhale up. 4 more. Breathe out as you lift. 3, 2, and 1. Now switch to the other side. Bend your right knee. Extend your left. Toes pointing away. Breathe in, breathe out, lift. Dorsiflex as you go down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Slow control. Breathe in, breathe out, lift. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now lower your feet down. Now we're gonna do some gentle bridging. As you breathe in, breathe out, lift, zip it up your core, squeeze your glutes up, lift your hands overhead and stretch. And raise your hips off the mat as high as you can without overstretching your spine. And then once you reach up, take a deep breath, expand your abdominal muscles, squeeze your core in as you slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time, and then lifting your hands up back to the center, pointing heavens, chest level. Again, breathe in, breathe out, lift. Squeeze your glutes, arms overhead. Feel that beautiful stretch on your shoulders. Stretch your upper back. Inhale again. Exhale, zip it up and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time as you slowly lift your hands up, pointing heavens. Breathe in, 4 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, down. Breathe in, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, breathe out, down. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, exhale, lift. Now hold that bridge. We're gonna challenge by doing bridge with marching. As you breathe in, expand your abdominal muscles. Exhale, zip it up and then march. And then inhale, tap down and then switch. Keep that bridge. Inhale, down, exhale, switch. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Now we're gonna do butterfly. So butterfly strengthens your hip adductors, the mirror of your pelvic floor, back to double tabletop. Now, this doesn't have a lot of resistance now, so I would like to loop it one more time to challenge our hip adductors. Now, there's a little bit more tightness and resistance on the bungee cord. Now I could open my legs out, keeping my knee and foot aligned, keeping the bar in the center. And then there's a gentle abduction. And then you're gonna feel a gentle stretch on your hip adductors. Breathe in, back center. Exhale, open. Inhale. exhale. So that's the beauty about this circuit bungee cord. You can play it around. It's very supportive, doesn't restrict my blood flow. It's just gentle. So it's like someone holding my feet up, especially when I'm getting tired. So if you have weak core, poor abdominal control, and you have that gap, this is very safe. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna play it around. As I open, I'm gonna gently lower my hands down to support it to tap. So that's the beauty about this bar. Without the bar, you're just gonna collapse, right? And then up. Inhale, exhale down. Just enough resistance, but at the same time, support. So you're strengthening it very safely. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, up, exhale down. Ease center control. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to challenge to a V-stretch. So V-stretch is the progression of the butterfly with your feet apart. Now I could have my feet pointing away and then my hands overhead for a lovely stretch of my hip adductors. Most people with pain during intimacy, they're very tight on the hip adductors. I used to have a lot of pain during intimacy, so this is one of my go-to stretch. Feels so good on my groin muscles. As you breathe in, breathe out, back center. Inhale, exhale, open. Inhale, exhale, back center. And you can play around with some ankle movements. As you open, dorsiflex, and then center. Tippy toes as you go back center. Breathe in, breathe out, open. And then dorsiflex, and then center. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now, we can strengthen further our hip flexors by doing circles. Progression of that beautiful V-stretch. Get that range of motion. Out and then in. Breathe in and breathe out. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse circle from down and out. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now, I want to play it around again by doing a gentle single leg V-stretch. And then once I reach out to the side, I want to go all the way back. All from the side, I'm going to lower my top leg all the way down to my right leg. And then up to the center. And then I'm going to twist to the left to target my obliques, stretch my IT band. It's a combination of everything. So it's like very playful and fun to stretch. And you can do this with the lovely bungee cord of circuit. Inhale, exhale. This is a great way, a tool to help strengthen, lengthen safely. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 3. We're almost done. This is the last exercise today. 2. And 1. Woo! And that's it. That's a nice way to cool it down. I'm hoping you love my free 6-part video series all about core back immersion therapy, proper breath work, core engagement, targeting your glutes, your hip adductors, your hip mobility drill, utilizing circuit that I finally released, and you can access them, get them right now, limited supply. Use any 20 to get the discount. If you missed video 1 all the way to video 5, don't worry, you can still access them. It's always going to be live. Click the link on the description below, access them all, and get the lovely circuit. Until my next video training, always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy you. Bye!